The Costa del Sol is a British holiday hotspot, and it's easy to see why.
Wall-to-wall sunshine.
The days are so long, it's marvellous, we love it.
It's just a great place to come to.
But 2 weeks of fun in the sun simply isn't enough for some, and it's no surprise that Brits by the bucket load now call this place home.
This is a wee garden. It's like a home from home here.
It's much cheaper living here than in England.
Our council tax is €69 a year and not £120 a month.
Don't miss the rain. I don't miss the expensive food.
This is his bargain of the week.
68 cents, 20 cents.
But you've got to graft to keep the dream alive.
You've got to work. We work harder here than what we do in England because it's the quality of life for these kids.
We came out here for the Spanish dream and ended up working harder than we ever did before.
And with every penny counting, that's why there will always be bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Coming up, moving out day goes with a bang. As expats, Howard and Lynn snap up a static in the sun.
Although it's on a caravan park, you wouldn't think it, not really. I mean, it's a lot of space.
It's non-stop doggy drama at the dog shelter.
All the poo and all the wee is well worthwhile if you can get these dogs adopted. What else are you going to do? Sit and knit?
And can shopkeeper novices Russell and Lindsay make their convenience store go ka-ching?
Most people that we know think we're absolutely bonkers.
I'd rather regret something I have done than regret something I haven't done. The same as moving to Spain in the first place.
45 kilometres inland from the coast is Sado Park, home to 230 static caravans. And earlier in the series, we met Midlanders Howard and Lynn.
Hello!
Who were hoping to move onto the site with the help of sales superwoman Bambi.
I'm going to show them a lodge. That works out about 74,000. That's sited on a plot.
The ultra-modern mobile didn't quite hit the spot.
We've seen other ones that are cosier than this.
Right.
We've seen some that have got carpet.
Right, OK, yeah.
But a few weeks later, there's been a development.
I've sold Howard and Lynn a mobile home and it's a few doors away from me. It's a gigantic double unit. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're really looking forward to having them as neighbours.
Howard and Lynn currently live in the village of Molina, just 2 minutes up the road, but they've sold up and today they're shipping out.
Don't scratch my fridge freezer, please. What was that? Have you broke it?
No.
It's been very stressful because Howard doesn't move easily.
4 years ago, Lynn, who was a support worker for people with learning difficulties, and Howard, a lorry driver who's still trucking, now he's got his Spanish HGV licence, decided to come to Spain.
But he's got property that he rents out as storage. That's where most of our income arrives from.
Keeps us in Spain, that doesn't it?
It does.
We couldn't live on that income in UK. There's no way in the world.
But the couple have found that their money goes a lot further in Spain.
Our shopping bill is half what we paid in the UK.
I think you can live over here well below €1,000 per month, which for two of us, I think that's very good. You wouldn't do that in UK.
18 months ago, the couple bought this house. But Lynn's been struggling with feelings of loneliness in recent months, and they think a move down the road could be the solution.
Living in the village is nice, but there's no community as such. You can spend all day without seeing a soul. So I want to be somewhere where there's just a bit more community, I think.
One of the main reasons people do come and move onto a mobile home park is the sense of community. They've got a ready-made community here, so it subsides the fear a little bit of making that move.
And that move requires wheels, and Howard's managed to get a Bobby Dazzler of a deal.
Oh, that van, and it was to €37 per day. And last van I hired in UK was about £120 a day. So it was definitely a bit of a bargain. Yeah, I love a bargain. That's why we're in Spain.
50,000 Brits have said adios to Blighty and bought a casa in the Costa del Sol.
Is this the dream life? Yeah, I love it here.
And you don't have to blow the bank to do it. Just ask John and Tracy, who swapped a bungalow in Norfolk for a mobile home in the Med.
This is our home. It's a 41.5 feet mobile caravan. It's got everything we want. to live here in Spain, very comfortably.
We bought this brand
Brand
new.
new.
It was just under £60,000, which is, for what it contains, is really good value for money. This is the inside of our trailer. Lots of lovely kitchen space, lots and lots of storage, entertainment system.
I could light the whole campsite up with that speaker. Just turn it up and that'll just blow your mind. But it's been the best thing that we could have done.
75 kilometres from Malaga Airport is the coastal town of Manilva. And it's breakfast time for 48-year-old Geordie and retired nurse Susie Brown, her hubby Reg, Kit Kat the cat,
Sit, Tara.
and their two rescue dogs, Tara
Good girl.
and Tucker.
The Spanish Mastin dogs, they got the sheep and the goats on fincas. Their mother was tied up in a container with some wire, not in a great condition, and she had 8 little puppies.
That's how we ended up with 2.
Are you ready for walkies? Come on then.
The famous Costa del Sol might be having a lie-in, but the scenery's not too shabby.
We come around here every morning, it's so lovely. The views are just stunning. We've been together now almost 28 years.
You get less for murder. No, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
We were both set up on a blind date. Then I think I moved in a month later.
Just 6 months after getting together, the couple decided to bin Blighty and head for the Costa del Sol.
We took a chance on each other, and we took a chance on Spain, and not a day did we ever regret doing it.
Reg is a retired electrical engineer, but he and Susie aren't putting their feet up just yet. Quite the opposite, in fact. 7 days a week, the couple drive to Estepona, where they volunteer at a dog shelter called Adana.
Come on, baby. 90% of the dogs that come here have had a horrible beginning, and we just want to make sure that the rest of their life is not going to be like that. We find them hanging from trees, we find them run over and starved and abused. So to rehabilitate them and then to find a really happy forever home is the best feeling in the world.
You get the satisfaction that you're actually achieving something. We get a buzz out of that.
All the poo and all the wee and all the heat and all the tiredness is well worthwhile if you can get these dogs adopted. What else are you going to do? Sit and knit?
He may be retired, but Reggie's skills still come in handy. He knows how to save the shelter a few quid.
This is our energy source, which is solar. We're the only green shelter on the coast. We used to cost us $14,000 a year to run a generator. This gives a payback time of 3 years. After 3 years, we will have free electricity.
Adoption fees are a vital source of income for the shelter. It costs €150 to adopt a pooch, and there are plenty of homes hankering for a hound.
We had 430 adoptions last year, so that's a record. We saved 430 dogs. It's as simple as that.
Today, the shelter is almost full, with 120 dogs on site. But that number has just gone up by 10. This litter of puppies has just arrived, and they're ever so cute.
They're smelly, but we love them. These little babies came from one mother. She was found abandoned and she was scavenging in the dustbins. And considering all that, these are so healthy and fat and well looked after. But now, her milk's dried up, so we've had to take her away from them. Oh, they're so good.
Absolutely, Susie. Lovely puppies there.
Because they're so cute, I don't think they're going to be here very long.
Really cute.
It's 30 degrees, the sun is shining and the Brits are basking. But not everyone is soaking up the sun.
She's needing that, she's imagining it's me.
In La Cala Hills, 30 kilometres inland from Malaga, expats Russell and his wife Lindsay are hard at work in their convenience store 8 till late.
Do you know what? If someone had told me 22 years ago when I moved over here that I'd end up running a shop in La Cala Hills, I wouldn't have believed them. I came on holiday 22 years ago, and after 2 weeks said, you know what, I like it. Went back to the UK and handed my notice in. And got a white van and filled it up with my stuff and moved over. And it was as simple as that.
I was 25 when I moved over here. Nearly all my adult life I've lived in Spain. I'm proud of my Londoner, I love that, but at the end of the day, this is home. I like waking up to the big yellow thing in the sky.
Lindsay's also extended her Spanish stay from 2 days to 2 decades.
I was running a pub in the UK with a friend of mine. We came away for a weekend and I decided that maybe I'd stay for a little bit longer, and that was 19 years ago.
Running a shop is a new experience for the husband and wife team.
Neither of us had the background of working in a shop. Most people that we know think we're absolutely bonkers.
I sang over here for 16 years.
I used to be a car salesman. Put the glasses on in.
1 year ago, daughter Lily Rose arrived.
Oh, on you?
I actually didn't think I could have children, and I found out 2 months before my 40th birthday that I was expecting my first child, my little miracle, and it was just the most amazing feeling I've ever felt in my life.
And another surprise was just around the corner.
Our very good friend owns the place.
And me and my big mouth said, oh, we could do that, not a problem. So she said, get on with it.
It was just a new opportunity. Things come along, and if you don't try it, you don't know. So I'd rather regret something I have done than regret something I haven't done. Same as moving to Spain in the first place.
Since taking over the shop, the couple have gone all Greggs and turned the deli counter into a pastry lover's paradise.
There's cheese and onions, there's pepper steaks, there's chicken tikkas.
And we've got steak and ale pies and Cornish pasties and chicken and mushroom pies.
Peppered steak and a chicken tikka, please.
Two. You're going to tell me that?
Don't tell her nothing. We're electricians, so when we're in the area, if we're passing it, be rude not to just nip in and get a cheeky steak slice.
And Russell and Lindsay have a secret savoury super weapon to suck in the punters and get the cash register ringing.
Sausage rolls.
There we go. Lovely jubbly.
Sausage rolls. I love sausage rolls.
You could get fat, really fat.
And
they are
moorish.
so good.
People come in and they're just obsessed with them, aren't they?
Every day is sausage roll day.
It's just a savoury delight.
And at just €1 a pop, they're a bargain bite to eat.
We're never going to be rich selling sausage rolls. We're selling them at €1 a time, but it brings people in.
The most important day of the week is Friday, and that's because...
Fridays is pie day. Fridays is crazy.
We'll be back to see the Friday sausage roll surge unfold and find out if Russell and Lindsay can fill their till. We're partial to a pasty, but let's face it, us Brits aren't the most adventurous when it comes to food and drink. Forget about fajitas, we're more fish, chips and curry sauce.
I don't really eat Spanish food.
I've brought some Jaffa cakes over.
I couldn't tell you what paella is.
All day breakfast, the Sunday roast lunch, the fish and chips.
What do you like, boys?
Steak, chicken.
What about octopus?
Not octopus. No. Definitely not octopus, no.
I would never ever try the octopus. No way.
It just looks a little bit off-putting, the curly bit in the end.
I don't like anything with a head on it.
That goes for her husband as well.
Yeah.
Time for a tentacle taste test. You're supposed to eat it, love, not sniff it.
I don't think I can. Oh!
Hold it steady, Rod.
Hey, that's all right.
It's a bit chewy, but it's not that bad.
It's not too bad.
It's fishy, but
Hey, that's not bad,
good.
is it?
Something I can cope with, no problem.
Nice and fresh, though. But I wouldn't have it again.
I'm really, really surprised. Pleasantly.
You can have that back, thanks.
Whether it's DJing, being a drag artist, pool pump cleaning, parasailing, bug killing, or pint pulling, keeping your head above water in Spain, watch yourself, Leroy, often takes a bit of left field thinking and a willingness to try something that's out of your comfort zone. One resident of the Coast of the Sun has hit on a novel way to pay the rent every month. Her name is Svetlana, but she isn't exactly a fan of us Brits.
I can always notice when I'm seeing Brits here on holiday in Costa del Sol, yeah, because they are the ones in the supermarkets with like their bikinis and no shoes, very drunk, walking around, or they are the ones in the restaurant with the burnt bellies and no top on. They forget to put the t-shirt on, this kind of thing.
But before you chuck something at the telly, all is not what it seems, and someone is having a laugh.
So I am about to film a Svetlana car rent.
Svetlana is actually a Brit called Danny Ravden.
So the idea of the car rents is that Svetlana gets to kind of let loose about stuff that bothers her. I came over here for a month to stay with my mother. She's lived here for 8 or 9 years now. And I ended up staying for 3 years. So I'm still here, visiting.
Danny may just be visiting Estepona, but she's also gone viral. When one of her videos was posted online and exploded, it even made the local news.
But you know what? It's good for the tourist industry to have people here, so I'm not telling you not to come here, but please, yes, like try to behave, yes, especially the ones from England, because you give lots of English people here, yes, but you give them a very bad reputation for you coming here and you behaving like a complete mess. I keep pinching myself because it's been, I mean, it started as a joke and now I've got people coming up to me in places and being like, Svetlana, love you, and like, can I take your picture? It's just really bizarre. Obviously, it's a small town. Maybe it wouldn't happen in London, but it's been really cool, actually, yeah. So a lot of tourists here at the moment, yeah, a little bit nightmare for people who live here and know how to drive, yeah, because the tourists, they have no idea. They drive in very, very slowly. It's very dangerous on the carretera, yeah, because everyone needs to go, go, go.
The character, a no-nonsense talking life coach with a particular dislike for the Brits on the Costa del Sol, is the latest in a long line of ways for Danny to pay the rent.
I've worked as a dancer, waitress, operations manager, nutritionist, worked in a gym, personal chef, counsellor. I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of jobs.
And since the success of her videos, Danny can now add comedian to that list.
When I started this, I had never planned to do live stand-up comedy or ever do stand-up comedy in my life. And the videos have led me to that.
And Danny has a booking tonight that will pay half her rent for this month. She's performing as her character in posh Puerto Banús and hopes the show is a step towards making a living as a comedian.
So I guess my future hopes for the act is that it takes me, you know, to bigger stages.
And it's looking good, because tonight's gig is a sellout.
I need to calm down and get into character, which I'm not yet. So I'm feeling quite stressed and nervous.
Now, kids, it's time for double maths.
Well, you've got 10 little puppies that might poo 4 or 5 times a day. You add that up.
I'll try. 4 or 5 divided by... I've no idea. It's a lot.
They're going to have a sponge over.
Susie is a full-time volunteer at a dog shelter just outside Estepona, and along with fellow helper Barbara, is more than used to mucky pups. But these 10 have had a big first night.
It looks like they've had curry with super glue during the night. So we're now going to have to give them a little bath again.
Look at you! Yes! Covered in poo.
I love you, but you stink.
Stinky boy. Very stinky.
You don't mind being covered in poo, but you don't want to be clean and nice. I know there was only 10 puppies, but it felt like it was washing the Forth Bridge. It was never ending. It felt like we'd cleaned about 40.
Susie and her husband Reg, a retired electrical engineer, spend 7 days a week at the shelter.
I worked here for 20 odd years and I got a Spanish pension and I got an English pension as well, so that's how we survive.
We have no life. We don't do anything, so we don't need to spend money on anything.
The couple have helped to transform the place from how it looked a decade ago.
Didn't look anything like how it looks now. It was in dreadful disrepair then.
A friend of ours said, could we come up and help? Because the doors had fell off. When I arrived, I got friends of mine who were all tradesmen and started to put it together again.
He got this call about, you know, could you do a couple of repairs? And then we never saw him for 2 years.
Reg already owned this house in nearby Manilva when he met Susie 28 years ago.
We were set up on a blind date, and then Reg brought me out here on holiday, and I liked his Doberman that he had as well at the time, so that was it.
I've heard of winning someone's heart with a candlelit dinner, but never a Doberman.
Cheers. We were sitting around the pool and thinking, what on earth are we going back to England for? It was cold and miserable, and so we just thinking, that's it, we're going to pack everything up. And a month later, I drove down with the 2 dogs and the cat, and Reg drove down with all the furniture.
Fast forward nearly 3 decades, and volunteering is giving Susie and Reg a new lease of life and a sense of purpose.
It is absolutely so rewarding. It must be, because we don't get paid for doing the job, so we're all volunteers that do this, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't get a kick out of it. It really is such an achievement. Hello! Come on, come on, come on.
And today, Susie thinks she's found one of her abandoned dogs a loving home.
This is Aztec. We've had a Spanish family email me, and they're falling in love with this little man. And they're going to be coming in, bringing their daughter in, and it looks like he's going to be going to a lovely Spanish home. So we're really happy about that, because he's such a lovely dog. Oh, he's so calm and sweet.
It's 7:30 a.m. on the Costa del Sol. The party people have all popped off home and the streets are quiet. Someone is already rocking up to work. Lindsay Roberts and her hubby of 4 years, Russell, are opening up their convenience store. And today is Friday, which means it's pie day.
Every Friday, Cornish pasty and sausage rolls.
The end of the week sees Brits go bananas for pastries and pies.
Everyone says that these are the best ones they've had.
But the super sellers, the sausage rolls.
Oh, they're top notch, mate, top notch.
Russell and Lindsay don't pay any rent on the shop, but take a cut of the profits instead.
Thank you, my lovely.
And the deli counter is where they make their most dough.
Without a doubt, the deli counter is the main motivation for people to come in. £7.50, please.
And the pressure is really on to take as much as possible on the busiest day of the week.
Financially, there's a challenge every single day to earn a living, to pay the rent, to pay the taxes, everything else that needs paying on it. You'd be looking at up to €900 a month just on electric. So we have to cover all the bases before we'll even take anything out of the place.
How many are we going to sell? Sausage rolls, go on.
52.
How many pasties?
18.
I'm going to say 32. Pasties, I'm going to say 22. Good luck.
It doesn't take long before the first sale is on the board.
€8 best customer.
€8, please.
The quality is spot on. It's always fresh, very crispy and very tasty.
The hot snacks aren't Russell and Lindsay's only revenue stream.
We've brought in groceries, toiletries, there's fresh milk, there's fresh eggs, there's fresh bread every day. There's tins of food that people will want. While they're here to get their sausage rolls, they'll stop and they'll get a bottle of wine. They'll stop and pick up something else that they need.
You move to Spain and you order in British bread because most of the Brits that live over here, they find that the Spanish bread's got too much sugar in it or it's too sweet. Just to let everyone know that it is British, obviously you have to have a British flag on it.
The sales are steady.
I think that one's got your name on it, look. Half hour in the oven.
The supplies are being restocked.
And those bad boys will be ready.
And the scoreboard is ticking over.
And a sausage roll, yeah?
When daughter Lily Rose isn't at nursery, she often helps out in the shop.
Thank you.
She likes to take the money off people, so she's learning already.
Thank you.
Which is the most important part of the job.
It's going to be a wonderful place for her to grow up.
To the opportunity to be bilingual and grow up bilingual, rather than it being a language that's forced on you at school. It's going to be the most natural thing for her to speak Spanish as it will be to speak English. So, you know, what an opportunity to give her.
They've just come out of the oven as well. So, yeah. Absolutely perfect for lunch.
The savoury sales are stacking up.
Cornish pasties, we've sold 10. Sausage rolls are up to 26.
26?
But will they hit their target? At the residential park, 40 kilometres inland, Scottish couple Ivor and Barbara are settling in after arriving 3 months ago.
It's rubbish.
And it's safe to say they're super chuffed with their static.
This is a kitchen as good as the kitchen we had back home in Aberdeen. A massive fridge freezer here. This bedroom is as big as the one we had in Scotland.
And I didn't have a walk-in wardrobe or an ensuite.
We've got massive storage under the bed as well. As you can see, this is Barbara's bathroom, the shower head. We are eating something Spanish. We've bought a packet of Spanish cuppa soup. It's no bad. I'm a Hearts supporter. I had to bring my wee home is where the Hearts is. But this is now home, and our heart is now here.
And Ivor and Barbara are about to get 2 new neighbours because it's moving in day for Howard and Lynn. They've paid £60,000, roughly half of what they sold their house in the village for a double-sized static caravan.
Oh, nearly dropped me wine. Cannot have that. I'm not an alcoholic, really.
I think it's very good value for money because what can you buy in UK?
Mobile homes there are really dear, aren't they?
You see those advertised at 150, 200,000 sterling.
This is my new home. You know what I'm going to do with this wallpaper? I'm just going to jazz it up a bit because, as you can see, it's very beige. Then there's the bedroom. The bedroom's quite nice. You've got, like, fitted wardrobes, which are really weird when you get up in the morning you can see yourself, because that's not a good thing, is it? First thing in the morning you go, whoa, who's that? Ensuite. So we've got guests. They've got their own bathroom. This is the second bathroom. It's got a bath in it. This will be the guest bedroom. I think it's quite nice. And then quite a nice kitchen, big. Although it's on a caravan park, you wouldn't think it, not really. I mean, it's a lot of space. We've got a summer house. We're going to have a hot tub. That wine I got was safe. Having a hot tub, and I'm going to look across there and have a really nice view.
Hey up! It looks like there's some noisy neighbours in town.
When we put your wind chimes out here, they won't know whether it's the goats or the wind chimes.
No.
Hopefully, this is the last move.
Definitely the last move. Well, I'm not doing it again.
I thought you'd got the easy job. This is what she keeps me in with, a chain and ball. Puts it round my leg. She goes to bingo and I have to stop and do the washing up. It's right, isn't it, Leah?
Howard and Lynn were feeling a bit isolated in the village, but already they're feeling a sense of community on the site.
Got the important stuff, look.
We came out this morning, next door neighbour, good morning, this and that and the other. Lynn takes the dog, good morning, good morning. Up in the village, you can't do that.
People are so much friendlier here, and I know it's an awful thing to say, to come to Spain and then want to be with your own kind, but people do. You know, they say birds of a feather flock together, don't they? And it's true.
The couple will be paying €260 a month to live on the site, but that gets access to the bar and the Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Yeah, I think it's good value, because you've got all the facilities. You've got the views, you've got the weather, you've got it all, haven't you? You can plan a barbecue this time next week and guarantee the sunshine. I had my doubts about mobile homes, but it's opened my eyes, mobile home living as.
And Howard and Lynn have a bit of advice for anyone considering saying hasta la vista to the UK and hola to Spain.
If you're thinking about it and you're dreaming about doing it, do not leave it until it's too late. Just do it.
Fly over, find yourself a property, go back, put your furniture in a van, clothes in a suitcase and come.
You've talked me into it, Howard. Get that barbie fired up and I'll see you in a bit. There's a Spanish culinary tradition that any Costa del Sol beachgoer will know about. Fresh sardines grilled straight from the sea. And it's safe to say the little fishes aren't everyone's cup of tea.
I hate sardines. It smells disgusting.
Well, probably one of my personal favourites. 10 out of 10 for me.
When I smell it, it just makes me turn around the other way.
I have to try the sardines tomorrow. Once I have my tattoo done, I'm doing the sardines.
Now that's a line I haven't heard before.
I have never tried sardines before.
Time for a taste test.
The heads, I can't look at me. Yeah, I'm not eating the head.
Yeah, we'll give it a bit of a go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh.
It's actually quite nice. I actually quite like that. Very good. I'd recommend it.
It's actually really nice.
Very tasty.
Lovely.
The eyes freak me out. They're looking at you when you're eating it.
No food with a face.
The only thing you should do with sardines is feed them to a cat.
Oh.
They can't put that on there. Of course they can.
Yeah. And we have. Back at the shelter near Estepona, full-time volunteer Susie is meeting Pepe and Diego, who are keen to adopt a dog called Aztec for their 11-year-old daughter, Noelia.
Hello, my babies. Hello. Aztec came in with 3 other siblings. They were just found abandoned in a box. They weren't looking too great and they were undernourished. They've grown since they first came in and their fur's in a much better condition as well.
Aztec's been here for a month, but Noelia has seen his photo on the website and is here to meet him.
We say to people, come as many times as you want, take them out for a walk, sit and cuddle the puppies, make sure you get it right, don't have it like a flip decision. Something that feels good on a Friday, but by Monday morning when you're on your way to work, the dogs are a nuisance. You got it?
Time for Noelia to get to know Aztec. But Aztec is more of a dog than Noelia was expecting.
Unfortunately, they'd seen on our website the photograph had been taken about a month ago. Aztec had grown since then, so they got a bit of a shock when he wasn't this tiny little cute thing anymore, you know, as a big chunky monkey.
Noelia has set her heart on a younger puppy, which means today is not Aztec's day.
They think it's easier for them to handle something small. So I'm going to put Aztec back and I'm going to get some of the little black puppies out for them to see.
But there's still a chance an adoption is going to happen.
This is the little runt of the litter. She's the smallest, but she seems to have so much energy. But she's so cute. I've said I'm going to just leave them to have a little chat about everything, so make sure the little girl knows 100%.
Maybe this pup will find her forever home today.
Oh, is that lovely? Is that lovely? Is that lovely?
Over in Puerto Banús, 38-year-old Dani Ravden has arrived for her stand-up gig as her alter ego, bargain Brit-hating life coach Svetlana.
Oh my God, surprise!
The character started out as mini videos Dani would post online, but as they've been super successful, it means she's got a live, paid gig to perform. It may be just the beginning of a new career, but it is daunting.
Oh my God, there's loads of people I don't know here.
Hopefully, Dani's nerves won't floor her, as her job as a stand-up is just starting. But to help her through, her mum's in the audience tonight.
I'm her biggest fan. Well, no, actually she's got a lot of big fans, so I can't really say that. But yes, I wouldn't miss a show. I'm going everywhere. Wherever she goes, I'll be there.
With a last-minute pep talk done and a full house ready to be entertained, it's showtime.
I have somebody here tonight, you know who you are. Unfortunately for her, her husband left her because the way she drinks her tea, she does not drink it like normal person. She does this weird thing. I have a lot of questions because a lot of people sent them in. Svetlana, I'm trying to find a boyfriend here, but I keep dating a lot of weirdos, and I'm starting to lose hope. What do you suggest? I would say flush any remaining hope down the toilet. Yeah, not so many good men around here, so you need to lower your expectations or you need to move. That is the end of the questions for the evening, and you've been a very good audience.
Well done, thank you so much.
Not only does Dani have a sellout gig under her belt, it also seems to have been a roaring success.
I think it went well. I heard a lot of laughter. Yeah, people seem to enjoy it. Oh, I love making people laugh. It's like, but if I can hear the laughter, then I'm happy. Then it's job done.
And the gigs are flocking in. The venue have booked Dani to perform again next month, and she's just got her first booking back in the UK.
What a great picture.
This might be the beginning of a big career in comedy.
It started as a joke and now it's actually becoming a career, which is what I'm hoping it to be.
Go Dani. I mean, Svetlana. At the dog shelter in Estepona, there's good news for full-time volunteer Susie, because 11-year-old Noelia and her family have fallen in love with one of the 10 puppies that have recently arrived.
She's really made her mind up. I said to her, do you want to leave it and have a bit of time to think about it? She went, no, I've decided. So she really wants this little girl. And I've explained to her it's going to be a lot of hard work, but she's prepared to put the hard work in.
You get a bargain pooch package for your cash when you adopt a dog at the shelter.
Everything is included, all the vaccinations, castration, microchip, passport. And if you do that privately, you'd have to pay 3 times as much as what we're asking for here.
The adoption fees are vital to the running of the shelter. But the priority is finding the right dog, the right home.
You could see the little girl's face. She was absolutely up her height. She was delighted. This is her baby. She's going to be looking after it. You know, she's going to name it. She's going to put in all the hard work and cleaning up the wee and everything. So great, really nice family as well.
Susie's found one pup a home today. Oh, hang on, another one's off and away too.
Who can say no, like?
Well, it's been quite a good day. We've had 2 of the little black puppies adopted.
We've always had rescues, and can't wait to bring them into the home and give them a life that you might not have had, you know.
So we've only got another 8 of these to go, but no, it has been a good day.
Let's come off the camera.
But now these little babies, I'm sure they won't be here for very long because they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, they are. Do you want to come on with me? Do you want to come on with me? Yes, you do. Come on. Yes, come on. Back home.
All right, I'm just going to get changed.
It's grub time.
This is instant nourishment.
Rice and chicken for Reg.
A 2-minute meal.
I'm going to do a jacket potato with some cod because I'm not a meat eater. I haven't eaten meat for 37 years. And I'm going to have a glass of port as well because I can. I wouldn't normally drink during the day. I think it's only a little glass of port.
All right, chill out, Susie. We're not judging.
But I'm treating myself because it's birthday week.
It's definitely a dog's life for Reg and Susie, but they wouldn't change a thing.
We're so lucky. All right, then we're not wealthy, we're not flash, and we're not, you know, that well off. But we've got more things than what most people have.
We're not driving Rolls Royces. We're not dining at the 5-star hotels.
No.
Because that would last about a week, and then you run out of money.
You don't need much to be happy and to have a contented life.
Well said, Susie. We'll all drink to that.
Cornish pasty, cheese and onion, sausage rolls.
At Russell and Lindsay's convenience store, the Friday rush for all things savoury shows no signs of slowing down.
When my wife sees this, she'll be mad as fuck on a diet.
Another sausage roll. That's 20.
And it's not just Brits who are banging them in.
Hola, buenas. ¿Cómo está? Bien?
We're even educating the Spanish on the sausage rolls now. Muchas gracias.
Obviously, around here, there's an awful lot of Spanish too. They're starting to try things they would never have dreamed of trying, like the sausage rolls. They've never tried anything like it.
And I think they are very nice, but you know, not many people in Spain know the sausage roll.
And what about the proprietors? Ever sample your own wares?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, opening that oven up and smelling them as they come out of that oven, it's a good smell. I'm partial to a sausage roll, or 2. Well, 10 even.
It's a super busy day for Russell and Lindsay.
We've just sold another 5 Cornish pasties. Not that I'm counting them, obviously.
But they're happy to put a shift in.
I've never thought that I'd be leaving the UK and leaving what would have been called, I suppose, called a 9 to 5, and living in Spain, working from 7:30, 7:45 in the morning till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. But do you know what? It's great. You get up in the morning, the sun's shining, you've got views of mountains behind you, and you think, do you know what? It doesn't matter how bad it is, it ain't bad. Turn into a lump, innit? Do you know what it is? It's the sausage rolls.
At 8 o'clock, it's finally time to turn the ovens off, clean up and close up.
Another 12-hour shift over.
Time to see the sales for the day.
So, Cornish pasties.
I've got 13.
Yeah, you probably want to add another 4 to that as well.
OK.
sausage rolls.
44 I've got here.
Right, you may want to add another 8.
That makes 52 then, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I owe you a drink.
I think you might.
It's definitely been a sausage roll day today, hasn't it?
The couple have made €52 on sausage rolls, €34 on Cornish pasties, and total savoury sales are just under €150. Pastry can make you put on a pound or two, but it can certainly bring in a pound or two as well.
Thank God for Pie Friday, absolutely. Pie Friday's a day for us, for sure.
There's been blood, sweat and tears. There's been many, many tears, but it's, we're winning. We are winning, which is great. Come on, you.
Time for a well-deserved thirst quencher.
Cheers, my darling.
Cheers, darling. Well done. Every week there's something new going on down there. So, you know, we're learning along the way. Cheers! I think it would be very difficult to go back to the UK. Maybe the Caribbean.
Sure they'd like sausage rolls.